welcome to my studio. Today is Friday and this is hashtag Friday Sews. Started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, joining like-minded sewists together to talk about what we have done this week, what we are planning to do next week, and a little bit of life in general. I have, and I will start with my life in general. It has been a week, a very, very busy week, quite stressful week to be fair. I've had 2 clients come in that have needed the clothing done by, one was today, she was a bridesmaid who the wedding was today, so she needed it by Wednesday. She came in on Monday, and the 21st it's happening tomorrow from another client who stopped eating sugar and got smaller than the little petite thing she was already. So I fixed both of those dresses for these girls. I have actually been out of the studio for quite some time this week. I was out of the studio most of today. I think I got home at just after 1 o'clock. I had to go to the skin specialist again. They found a little lump on my head a while back. It wasn't my brains popping through, but it was something that shouldn't be there. And they tested it. 3 weeks later was yesterday, and we found that there was another lump there. So they've gone and dug in and made a hole and cut me open, put 3 stitches in there. Couldn't feel it at the time, can feel it now. Head is a little bit. So my sewing has been a little bit based more on clients and client stuff. And saying that, I actually put out a review yesterday on my YouTube channel on the ferntail dress, fernbird dress, I'll get it right. It's a dovetail dress and a fernbird dress. So the fernbird dress, unfortunately, somehow my computery stuff isn't talking to my other computery stuff, and it is at 20% downloaded to the internet for YouTube, and that was it's been close to 24 hours, so head is exploding from that and stressing about that too. Mr. Christopher went away. He's down in Dunedin. He took off on the windiest day we've had in Wellington, and Wellington gets quite windy, and flew down to Dunedin, which was having one of the windiest days down in Wellington. Apparently it was a little bit of a rough trip all the way down, but cute little photo of him and his baby Ezra grandson. And I will find out if I'm allowed to pop that on YouTube. I'll find out from the parents. So he's down there. So I've had my, this is quickly escape back to the hats that I showed you the other week. I had this one here. Sorry, Willow. Just sit on Willow's tail. Sorry about it. Oops. Head's on the ground. Right, things falling everywhere. Stood on Willow's tail. So the head. So remember I said about the hats, and I said the hats are come with the saying, save face this summer. Do it. There's nothing worse than getting under the knife. It's not the first one. It's probably why I don't know what I look like. I just feel my eyes swollen. But I've got 4 precious scars on my face from one of the best surgeons in New Zealand, plastic surgeons in New Zealand, and then a lovely Will Hunt who did my face today. So I have finished. I think these dogs wait for me to let's say she's recording. Let's fight. So I'm just going to get them outside 1 second. Right, there we go. So I did finish my fernbird top that I made. Like I said, I did a review on the fernbird yesterday, which hasn't gone through, so hopefully it'll upload tonight. So sorry if I've double hit you this week, but everything has actually been pushed out. I like to do a Wednesday vlog and Friday, and then maybe a Sunday or Monday one, but due to and if eventually this review does go up, I do mention that we're doing something quite exciting for Mum, and I will let you know when everything's works, but until then it's under the radar. So this is the fernbird blouse. I have changed it up a bit. I've hacked it, so I've gone up at the front and down at the back, and got the lovely frill. So with the frill, I just used the I don't know why I keep forgetting this word. It's not the grain line. It is, wait one. It's the selvage. So I use the selvage to hem. Okay, so it's not hemmed, it's done one layer, but it is all set inside itself because this shirt fabric is actually quite see-through, and I'm at an age where I don't need see-through. Granted, this top, I'll tell you what I've got on. This is a top that I designed for the Sew Blouse April Sew Blouse 2023. So I designed it because I love a cowl neck. I think they're very flattering. I should take this off. This is my amazing unpacker that I talked about the other day. So it's I love a cowl neck, and it's got a collar. So collar and cowl. It's almost like having surf and turf, isn't it? With a nice bellowing blousey sleeve with the long cuff. And again, it goes down at the back, but in the front, it's got a little bit of elastic. So it just pulls in that little bit so it doesn't drape on its own. But I could, if I wanted to, tuck it into the front of my pants. That's how I elongate my body, is by tucking it in. So I've done that with this, and it's nice double-sided, so there's no seam seen. Even the cuff, the hem is just, it's all done in, so you can't get inside the pattern. A little sneaky way I did that. So yeah, so that's my little top, and I think I'm going to really enjoy doing that, wearing that, doing that. So so that's what I did this week. Next week, and I did start today grading up that mystery pattern that I got. It is the B, I iron them actually, it is B6457. Quite the nice blouse, I think. I just have to think how to make it. So I'm going to do the V-neck one, so I'm just grading that up to be a size 18 because that's what size I am. So I've got that lined up. I've got a couple of clients' items to make. I do have a dress to make before the 4th of October for a client, and I do have my friend's daughter who is going to a ball next Saturday, the 23rd, and I'm going to be making her dress too, and I showed you the pattern with that a couple of last week, I think, or the week before. I showed you that. So that's what I've got planned for next week. It could all depend on a few things. Chris is away until Wednesday, and then my brother, yay, shows up from Australia on Sunday coming up. It's not this Sunday, but next Sunday, so it'd be really awesome to see him, so I'm quite excited about that. So that's sort of all I've got planned, so it's quite a light amount. Lots going on, but quite a light amount to show you. I did want to try something else this week, but like I said, my time has been kind of cut short, heading backwards and forwards to Mum's house and sorting out a few things that have come up unexpectedly. We didn't expect it. There you go. Right, so the question Jen asked last week was whether you use scissors, electric scissors, or rotary cutters to cut around your fabric. 1 second. Mabel's barking at the birds. That should annoy the neighbour. Anyway, so I'm going to say I've got 2 rotary cutters here with me on hand. I do use them. I am partial to using them, but I've got to get the feeling, and I'm quite good at directing it without any sort of ruler or anything like that to hold it in place. I have quite a good aim. I've got one of these lovely jigsaw cutting boards which I thought was quite amazing. They come like this. You got little pieces out of them. Okay, and then you got the next one. Sorry, this is where they're stored, sorry. The next one, so you'd have a piece that joins the two together. So you could lay that out on your table. I've got quite a few that fit my whole table. And they're joined together with little parts of like the jigsaw puzzle pieces. Like that. So I can do that if I've got something I need to and want to roll out, like interfacing, which can be a bit flimsy when it comes to cutting out, because it's usually cutting a one layer out, not two. Well, sometimes, like especially long skinny strips. So I do like a rotary cutter, but it has to be on certain things. Now I do have this little nasty as battery operated electric scissors. I think I got them just to see really what they were about. They're good for nothing, but I still have them. It's not a proper big pair. It's actually probably takes more work to push the button in than it does to than it cuts. Don't think it's very good at cutting. I do have scissors. I am a scissor girl. I do like my scissors. These are my Fiskars. They are my main go-to pair of scissors. I do have them in the pinking shears as well, with the nice orange handles. Easy to find, except for when it's under everything. So I have those ones. These ones, not as great as, but these are Kai scissors. Okay, I don't think these are as good as my Fiskars, but I do love Kai scissors. And these are just something I picked up. So these are just part of my scissor range. I have a extremely large scissor range. So I think overall my answer to the question is, what do I prefer? It would be scissors. And I cut a certain way as well. I cut a particular side of the fabric. I don't, and it's just a way I was taught to keep the fabric laying flatter. And it took me some time with my tongue in the right position to maneuver it properly. But when I teach, I also teach and try and get the person who's learning to cut from that side as well. So that's pretty much all I've got to talk about today in my Friday sews. It seems a bit lame, sorry. Actually, if this other review of the Fernbird dress actually does come to light and does finally download to YouTube, that's a 34-minute jobby. So you'll probably be happy to stop hearing my voice talking. It's been quite nice spring, but this last few days have been quite horrible. Like I said, it was blowing an awesome gale last night when Chris had to take off and fly down to Dunners, and landing in Dunners. Apparently he was not a happy camper, but he got to see his baby. So I will sign off now. That's about all I've got to say for the day. A nice short but sweet vlog for tonight, and I'll edit that and send it. It's currently in New Zealand, oh goodness, it's 6:06. I'm the only one in the house except for the ladies and the cats, and so I'm going to put the heater on upstairs. I'm going to try and rest my extremely weary eyeball, and here have a very good look at it there. See, sorry, I look really disastrous, don't I? I'm really sorry. And I will see you guys later. So I want you to stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, stay cool, and happy sewing. Thanks. Take care. Bye.